Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Continuing the series from the previous video I put up on the channel, in this video, I'll again be trying to recreate a photograph in Blender. Today we're using this photograph as reference. I spent a lot of time trying to track down the actual photographer, but I couldn't, so I'll be linking the Pinterest link in the description below if you want to check it out. Before starting though, I wanted to make it clear that this is not a tutorial. I am as lost as most beginner or intermediate Blender users out there. I'll leave the tutorial to the experts. This is just a simple scene breakdown to show all these beginner or intermediate users that if I can make this scene, you can probably make it too. Obviously assuming that you like the image that I put on the thumbnail of this video. Okay, I'll start with the unnecessary disclaimers and get to the breakdown. Let's go. So I started the scene by first putting the camera at the right place. I know it's a weird way to start a scene, but I think the symmetry in the original photo was an integral part of it, and I wanted to get it right from the beginning. So I placed the camera inside a cube roughly the size of the corridor in the image. This took a lot of tweaking because obviously I didn't have the original measurements of the room and had to eyeball everything from the only reference image that I had. Then I brought in some cubes to block out the primary shapes in the scene, like the window and the ledge on the ceiling and the doors on the right, just approximately blocking it all out to get a feel for the overall scale and the structure of the scene. Then it was time to make some holes using those shapes as reference. So I started by making holes for the windows, and then I did something bold. I went for lighting right away. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm very intimidated by the whole lighting process and wanted to get it over with as soon as I could. So I went to a Russian pirated movie website to download an Hdri. No, I didn't. I went to Hdri Haven like any sane person would. That was a horrible joke. I'm sorry. Let's keep going. So I found a nice little Hdri and I put it in the scene and I adjusted the angles to get the lighting as close as possible to the original image. Then it was time to nail down the window area. I started with the grill, which was easy enough to model, and then I used the panel windows from the Archimesh add-on. Once I got that looking right, it was just a matter of duplicating them and placing them at the right place. Then I also finished up the other small details in the left part of the scene so that I don't have to come back to it again. After that, I focused on the upper ledge. I tried making it as similar as I could to the ledge in the original image, and then I put an array modifier on it to repeat it across the corridor once I was done. Now, onto the right hand side. I started by making holes for the doors. This time I booleaned the holes out rather than extruding it out. I wish there was a smarter reason to do that, but there isn't. I just did it because I could. Wow, what a great tip, isn't it? See, this is why this is not a tutorial. This is why it's best that I stick to a scene breakdown, where I can simply edit out all my mistakes and make you all loser beginners feel like shit. I'm kidding. It's just a joke. Chill. It's a joke. Okay, now it was time to design the doors, which was nothing special. It was just a cube with a few extrusions and the same for the window kind of thing above the door. Simple stuff, nothing complicated. And then the exact same process for the bigger window as well. I'm rushing through this part, but this is just simple manual labor that you have to go through in every scene that you create. There's no efficient way to do it, I think. Or maybe there is, and I'm not aware of it. So I went ahead and put the effort. This also includes the whole ordeal of duplicating everything till the end of the corridor until all the holes in the scene are filled. That doesn't sound right, so I'm gonna skip past it as fast as I can. Okay, then it was time for materials and textures. So I went to our trusty little ambientcg.com and downloaded some plaster and some wood textures and slapped it on everything until each and every object had some material on it. After I was done with that, this is how the scene looked. Not great. So I kept working on it. I added the door at the end of the corridor. I added a security camera that I downloaded from BlendSwap. Made a classroom banner. Added some extinguishers on the wall. Made those basketball ring thingies on the floor. Added some trees outside the window. Added some volumetrics. Did some simple compositing. And the main part of the scene was done at that point. After that, it was just a series of render after render, tweaking small things here and there until the scene looked good enough. I put the final render in GIMP, did some color correction, and voila, the scene was done. And here you go, this is the final image. The whole scene took around 20 minutes to render in Cycles X. The whole recorded footage was of 8 hours, including all the render time of course. So I think the actual time I spent on working on the scene would be around 6 to 7 hours. I think it's not bad for 6-7 hours of effort. I got really close to the original image, I think. There's obviously deviances from it. You can never create the exact same thing in a 3D software, I think. But I got close enough in my opinion. But yeah, that's it. This is the final image. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you disliked. Leave a comment down below. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks for watching if you did. Subscribe if you'd like to watch more such videos. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.